My wife Claire and I thought a few days in nature would be good for the family. So we packed up for a weekend camping trip. Claire was excited at first, but Emily didn't want to come at all. For a teenager, being offline is basically a form of torture. Noah thought he was thrilled, 8 years old, and he still believes in the magic of the world. When we arrived at the forest, there was no signal, no GPS, no phone, no sound, just us. A peaceful, disconnected weekend. I looked around. Thousands of identical tree trunks stood like a silent army, rooted deep in the earth. But the real life was underground. The roots curled into the darkness, tangled like hidden veins, whispering to each other. It felt like there is a presence beneath the soil, awake, listening, thinking, watching. We set up the tents. Emily immediately put her headphones in. Claire wandered off to explore the area. And Noah, he was running around like a tiny explorer, collecting everything in sight. Soon, he came back with a small, black, shiny stone in his hand. "Daddy," he said, "the forest gave this to me." "Who gave it to you?" I asked, smiling. "The forest," he repeated. I chuckled. Children say the most magical things. That night, after everyone went to their tents, I stayed by the fire a little bit longer. The trees didn't move. There was no wind. But there was a sound in my ears, a kind of echo, the sound of silence itself, and it chilled me. As I lay the tent, drifting off, Claire whispered, "There is something here. I can't relax." The next morning, Noah woke up early. He was still holding the stone, whispering to it. His words were soft but clear. Emily was drawing. Her sketches had become darker lately. That morning, she showed me one, a child with no face, holding a black stone. In the background, a tall, shadowy figure whose silhouette stretched unnaturally long between the trees. "I saw it in my dream," she said. Claire started the day on edge. Her nerves were frying. She kept looking around and muttering. She came close and whispered, "The silence, Jack. It's like something's waiting." I tried to calm her down, gave her a cup of coffee, brought her book. In the afternoon, we all went for a walk. Emily found a rusted metal sign near the river. It said, "Listen when the silence speaks." It was old, mysterious. Who put it here? How long had it been standing? That night, we sat by the fire again, trying to be normal. Eventually, we went to our tents. Just as I was falling asleep, I heard footsteps. Not human, not animal, but something moving, heavy, intentional, and yet it left no shadow, only sound. Then, from outside the tent, I heard a voice. "Dad!" I rushed outside. Noah wasn't there, but when I checked the tent, he was inside, or so I thought. At dawn, I woke up again. His tent was empty. Noah was gone. He would never just leave, not without saying something. We searched the forest for hours. We found tracks, small footprints, but then they stopped, like he had just vanished or been lifted up. Claire lost it. She screamed, fell apart. Emily opened the sketchbook silently and said just one thing. "He left because he was cold." "What do you mean?" I shouted. She didn't flinch. She simply turned the page and showed me her latest drawing. Noah, inside the stone. The stone looked like an eye. In the background, The trees went bent, leaning towards something or hiding it. Claire had a breakdown. She pulled at her hair and collapsed. I ran to the car to get help. The engine didn't start. It didn't even try to. Our phones still had no signal. My head was pounding. Reality blurred in the fog. There were screams from Claire and total silence at the same time. I went back to Noah's tent. On his pillow was the stone, the same one he never let go. I picked it up. It was warm, like his skin. It pulsed, like a heartbeat. The sun began to set. Still no Noah, no car, no help, no way out. That night, as we sat by the fire again, broken, hopeless, Emily stood up and burned her sketchbook. All of it. Every page. Each one a memory. A prophecy. As she tossed the last page into the flames, she whispered, "If I draw him, he will come back. What I draw becomes real." And in that moment, something inside me cracked open. Maybe Noah was lost between imagination and reality. Maybe he always was. Maybe the stone was only a symbol. Maybe Noah was never really here. Maybe this forest. We didn't sleep that night. We just waited. When morning came, everything looked normal. The sun rose, birds chirped, but Noah was gone. It was like he had never existed. Even the photos. He was missing from them too. Emily never spoke again. Claire became a stranger. And me? I still hear it. Every night. Just before dawn. That silence isn't just the absence of sound. In that forest, silence was alive. And it spoke. And we listened. Caleb, Josh and I had been best friends since childhood. We had been planning this trip for weeks. Just the three of us, alone with the nature for a quiet weekend. No phones, no laptops, not even smartwatches. That was the deal. Total disconnection. No distractions. The spot we chose was deep in the forest. So deep. It didn't even show up on GPS. We found it in a survivalist forum, an old, abandoned campground. The locals didn't talk about it. It was marked only on outdated maps as Camp 9. The first day was perfect. We pitched our tents, built a fire, roasted marshmallows, and talked late into the night. Around midnight, we each went to our tents. The next morning, Josh was gone. At first, Caleb and I didn't think much of it. Josh loved pulling pranks. But something felt off. I looked inside his tent. His boots were still there. So were his phone, wallet, even his car keys. The car hadn't moved. We figured he had gone for a hike and started looking around the woods. Hours passed. No sign of him. We circled back to camp, hoping he would return. That evening, as the sun disappeared behind the trees, an unnatural silence settled in. It wasn't just quiet. It was the kind of silence that pressed on your eardrums, like the forest itself was holding its breath. We wanted to call for help, but we couldn't. One of the tires on the car had gone flat. It hadn't been that way the day before. We had no signal, no way out. We waited all night, hoping Josh would come back. At dawn, we searched deeper. That's when we found it. In the middle of the trail, a pile of small stones, not random, carefully arranged. Some of them were stained, dark red, dry. Near a tree, we saw carvings. An eye inside a circle. Below it, strange symbols neither of us recognized. That's when we found just shirts, ripped, soaked in mold. He had to be nearby. We screamed his name, but the forest swallowed every sound. It was getting dark again. We decided to head back, but somehow we got lost. When we finally stumbled into camp, it was pitch black. The fire was out. Our tents torn apart. Not just knocked over, ripped to shreds. It looked like an animal attack, but no animal had left prints, and none had touched our food. We didn't sleep that night. At first light, we packed up. Even without a working car, we had to try to walk back, find a signal, anything. But just as we were about to leave, Josh came out of the woods. Only, it wasn't really Josh. He looked empty, pale. His clothes were torn, his feet were bare, and his eyes blank, glass-like. He didn't speak, didn't respond, didn't even blink when we called his name. At first, we were relieved, then afraid. We rushed him to a hospital. Within hours, he has transferred to psychiatric care, but all he did, all he still does, repeat one word: I couldn't let it go. I started digging into that area, old forums, local archives, newspapers, and I found things. It wasn't the first time. 2004, a hiker was found, naked and mute, near the same woods. 1987, a camper vanished from a group, returned days later, barefoot, hollow, unresponsive. 1931, a page from a town ledger. No words, just the same eye symbol, drawn over and over again. Then, the nightmares started. One night, I was lying in bed. I felt watched. Something was in the room. I couldn't move. Sleep paralysis, I thought. I would experienced it before, but this was different. I could still move my eyes, and in the dim light, I saw something rising from beneath my bed. It wasn't human. Its arms were too long, its skin too dark, like shadow made flesh. And where the face should be, there was only one enormous eye. It leaned in close, so close. I could feel its breath on my cheek, and then it spoke. Slow, clear, cold. You're looking for me. So I came to you. Now you are mine.